Hello everyone, DiSL reporting from another session brings you my first Unreal Engine 4 guide. So long ago I've made the Itachi ability from Naruto, his ability to transform into a marauder flocks of crows and reanimate himself. And Joey was kind enough to ask, and because I'm working on my own game, I told him when I will have time. I have some extra time, so I worked on that, and here we are. To start things off, you need to go to the marketplace and find the animal variety pack. Okay, it's free, as much as I'm aware, because it's under the free. I think the permanently free animal pack. You're gonna do add to project and find yourself project. Okay, we are going to use the crow from this pack. Gonna do that, and that's it with that. Before that, I guess I need to tell you that I'm going to work with a third-person character, or the template to be more exact. So yeah, you need to do that. After we're done with all of the weird stuff, let's start with the basic stuff. Okay, it's added. Perfect. So first, we're gonna have a crow, right? So I'm going to do it ahead of time. And input, I'm going to do fly. And it's going to be U to up and Z for down. If you want, you can do it whatever you want, and I'm going to do -1. Okay, so Q is gonna be +1, Z is gonna be -1, so up and down. Second thing I want to do is to go into my third person character. Where is it? Here we go. Third person character. And remove whatever I'm not using, which it's all of that. Okay, we are going to do most of the things, if not all of them, most of the things in the controller, because, well, in this specific way, I found it easier just to destroy the third person character. But if you want, you can set it to very small and make it fall around or something. I tried to do it and it makes things complicated. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, we are going to create a duplicate, right? And crow character BP. Okay, this is our crow, and we're going to do animation 1D to the crow. Crow blend space 1D, and here we are going to do speed and between 0 to 600, because the base, that's the default for Unreal. The movements for the characters is set to 600. No, that's jump. Where is this max walk speed? Max walk speed, there we go, 600. Okay, so I'm going to set it like that. At the start, we're going to do idle, and idle that when he flip his wings. Second, we're gonna do fly. I'll put it one at 300 and one at 600, and that's it. The crow, I'll come back to you later. And animations and animation blueprints. Thank you. To the crow, and okay. Crow animation blueprints. We're gonna do a state new state machine, and from here I'm going to do state idle walk. Yeah, I know we're doing fly here, but it's a bit easier to remember that it's the idle walk and it's not fly. If it's gonna make you feel better, you can change it to fly. And here we're gonna do, instead of that, we're gonna do that. Up. Promote speed to speed. Perfect. And here we're going to get velocity. Promote no, not promote variable. We need velocity. Wait. Where? Vector lengths. What I need. You can do it square, by the way, but I prefer to do it like that. And we're gonna. Oh wait, we don't need to do that. Shoo. We already have it. Okay, here we go. That's why I did it like that. Here we go. We have speed, and we can close that as well. Here, this is the saving packages. Remember, kids, save your packages. Don't tell me it got. Okay, here we go. Saved. First thing first, so we're gonna come here and transform that into a lovely crow. Take the box and make it small. So here we go. That's inside. And the animation is going to be crow. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Now, before we can do anything else, we need to create a controller to do stuff in it. Crow controller. And in the third person, we're going to get the player controller class and change it to the crow controller. The crow. Perfect. Now, we have a few things we want to do with the crow character. So, at begin play, we are going to do a few things that, well, first of all, we're going to do call self, and from here we're going to ask for get AI controller, and we're promoting that to AI controller ref. That's the first thing we do. We are creating a reference to the AI controller. Just to make it easier, instead of doing that every time, we can just call that. Second thing we are going to do is to set timer by function name. We're going to promote it to a variable. Call it AI refresh timer, and immediately we're gonna do ask it to pause. Okay. Now we're going to do a custom event, and we're gonna call it refresh AI event. The idea is that Control C and not Control V, timer, time 1 and looping. Okay, the same name. Okay, this is the same name. Refresh time every second and looping. Okay, that's it. We don't need that. Just need that. Okay. So when this event we will call whenever we're not controlling it. Whenever the AI is controlling it, that's what will happen. Walk to player, fly, attack, run, you know. That's what the AI will do. And third and last thing for this begin play is we're going to do a if statement, and if player controlled, okay, if true, okay, we're going to call the timer and pause it. If not, unpause it. If it's controlled by a player, we don't want the AI to work on it. If it's not working with that, well, if the player is not controlling, AI go wild. This is our AI. AI actions go here. I think it will be goes, but hey. So, making a small recap, just everyone is with us. On the beginning play, whenever the game loading, okay, whenever the crow character is spawn into the world, we're going to first of all create a reference to the AI controller that's controlling the specific self, okay. Secondly, we're going to create a function, set a timer to a function that will be looping every second and making a reference once and pausing it immediately. Now, the third thing we're going to do is if the player is controlling the character, the crow, the timer will be paused. Else, if the player is not controlling the AI, the pawn, the AI will control. So the function will reset. Now, we want to do event possess. If it's the player controller, okay, I think we can just copy paste that. Let's say we're playing, okay, and is player controller. I don't know why did not let me, but too lazy to check. Oh, the target itself. The target is the pawn. The target is the controller. Two different things. Okay, that's explained. Yeah, that's for now, and that's what happened when we possess. Again, same as here. If it's the player control it, we don't want the AI to do, so we pause the function. Else, if the player is not controlling it, we let the AI take control. Okay, that's event possess. Now we need to do event unpossess, because that's how badass we are, right? And the old controller, we're gonna do a if statement. Hello, Nuni? We're gonna do an if statement. If you press B and click somewhere, that's exactly that. If the last thing is the AI, if the controller is the AI, if the controller is the player, we are going to get a reference to the controller. Otherwise, I type here possess, it's gonna give me only the event, right? The only thing that can possess, as much as I'm aware, it's the controller. So you go to the controller, the reference, and do possess. Okay. Coming from the AI. Okay, take here and type possess. Okay. And what is being possessed? Well, myself being possessed. And this is for now. From now for here at least. Oh yeah. One small thing. We made a small fly thingy, right? Fly. Okay. So we have the fly event, right? Movement input. We need only the Z, but the problem is it's a bit, I don't know, it's making me a bit of problems. I don't know why. Get where for now, okay, don't worry, it's going to be more under, we will fix it later, but for now it's going to be faster when we do that. Okay, that fly, wait, let's do it from the beginning. Mark them, press C and type fly controls fix later. Okay. The reason I'm doing it is because I want to go to create something more meaningful in this video, you know, and later in the next video, or I don't know, maybe next two, I don't know, we will fix it. Okay, we will have the properly up and down. For now, we're going to weirdly fly up and down, trust me. And that's for now. Now we start with the fun part. Wait, did we change the controller? Yes. Okay. So go to the to the crow controller. Okay. So for that, we're gonna do a tab. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it the proper way. Okay. Input, action. We don't need that. Here we're going to say switch crow. Okay, switch crow. Okay, and it's going to be tab. Why I'm saying this is the proper way, it's because let's say now I don't want, I want it to be tab and H, okay? So it's gonna be tab and, I don't know, ML right L, I have no idea what that means, but hey, sure, if I want those two to switch, I can do it. Otherwise, okay, middle mouse to close tabs, otherwise I will have to do that, and I will need to call LH, blah blah blah, whatever it was, and then connect both of them. So, switch crow. Okay, this is what happened when we press tab. There's supposed to be two things we need to do. First of all, you know what? I forgot one more thing. We forgot the ability to activate the Jutsu, you know. So active Jutsu. I'll say that's how you active. Okay, active Jutsu, and it's going to be 1. Okay, you press 1, you activate the Jutsu. Okay, so we're gonna keep it for later. First of all, we need to be able to spawn the AI, right? So when active Jutsu is have been called, one moment, I just want to see that nothing is interrupting there. Okay, perfect. Recording is working nicely. Okay, go. My notes. Okay, so we first of all pressing B, click. Now if promote to a variable Jutsu active. Okay. If Jutsu is active or not active. Okay, start by no, because we start as a humanoid. If it's not active, we're gonna tell it, well, it's active. Otherwise, it's not active. That is a nice flip-flop. So, if it's active, if it's not active, we're turning it into active. Then we do spawn actor of class, and the class is going to be crow. Where do we want it? Oh, that's a good question. Get rolled. Get rolled on. Okay, we're getting the what we're controlling. Get actor transform. Here, what you can do, by the way, just telling you so. Whoops. If like you change the scale on the crow, okay, you want this is to be this crow scale or whatever. For now it's one to one, and I don't know if I change the size of the AI. I wanted to keep it 1 to 1, and the rotation is going to be the same rotation. Okay, that is going to be it. If you want, you can just connect it here, but this gives you more control over the scale. Okay, that's going to spawn the thingy, the crow, and we're going to copy paste that to the top, and here we go on the third person character to here. Now, as we're gonna do, try to adjust but always spawn, otherwise it's going to sometimes, if it cannot spawn, it will not spawn, it will create some problems. You can play with it later. So as we start, we walk around, boom, we spawn the crow, boom, we spawn the player, boom, we spawn the crow, and boom, a player. Now the player is, well, flying in the air, which means it's telling me that it does not have a controller assigned to it in the meantime. So as much as I believe, the game does not know how, the engine does not know what to do with it. So what we're going to do is, well, of course, it's to promote that into a variable, a human ref, and that is going to be crow ref. You cannot, by the way, you cannot do that because this is the third person and this is the crow. Okay, so you need two different references. And then what we can do is to tell it to possess it. Right? Let's see. Oh well. Dead. Anyway. I want to make something useful in the meantime. So, let's do it like that, okay? Let's control it. Okay. Now we get all actor of class. The class is going to be the third person. Remember, we here spawning the crow, and because we're spawning the crow, we want to get rid of the player, right? So for each, I don't know if there is a reason that you have more than one, for each will destroy all of them. If you want to destroy, like it's a single player, okay? So yeah, this is going to destroy each and every third person. So if you have more than one, so yeah. And of course destroy actor. Now to the crow. So now nothing is controlling the actor. The controller is controlling nothing, and now we possess the reference to the one that we did after that. Okay, poof. Now we have a crow. Now, as you notice, the crow is jumping around and not really flying. It's easy to fix, by the way, very easy. But before that, we're going to do pretty much the same thing to here. We go crow, get all of the crow characters, and for each, okay, again, this is for each. For third person, this is for each. The reference is the crow. Okay, reference here is the crow. Reference here is the third person. So we cannot really copy paste. Each and every one of them, of course, will get destroyed. And in the end, we are going to possess The possess who? The human reference, because here we're getting rid of all of the crows. So, as things stand, we have a human, a crow, a human and a crow. Okay, now, as you can see, we're getting arrows. My brain became an arrow. The arrow is that none, okay, none is trying to read, meaning that here, the event unpossessed trying to get possessed, but the self got destroyed, okay? Or the AI controller is not there. Something of those two is not there, so the possess is not working. For of that, let's fix the crow. At least we can fly around, right? So we can at least switch between the crow and the human, and you know, the crow will fly. So to do that, open the crow and add character movement. Here, gonna go here, axe, flying. Ta-da! Now we're going all the way here to air control. Air control is the amount of control you have over your character. Let's say you want full control, you place 1. If you want less, you place less. And you go a little bit more down and you have flying. Braking, decay, acceleration. What does it mean? Well, you see that the crow is gliding. I stopped pressing, okay? I'm not pressing anything, and the crow is taking his sweet ass time to stop. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. The braking, I don't know why. So yeah, if we put 1, the crow is gliding, and if we put 1070-50, right, the control is perfect, and the crow will not glide and will stop whenever we stop pressing. So that's great. I have no idea how I got to this number, by the way. Yeah, no clue. While working on the project, I searched for some guides and stuff, and somebody's put that there, I guess, and yeah. Now, the next problem we need to fix is the flying. The flying right now, it's not really flying, it's more like going up and down. So when we go there, what we did wrong, sort of, is to place that a node. We need to switch it to up for now to get vector. Up vector, okay, we will fix it later, don't worry about that. We will fix the up vector better, so the crow will not do these weird 180s when you go up and down. Don't worry about that. So yeah, for some reason the last part of the footage had no sound, so I needed to remake it. So thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and of course like for that remake of the sound will be nice. And don't worry about the arrows. We will fix them later, but as a short note, it's the controller or I don't remember, the controller or the pawn. One of them said that he have no, I think the pawn says that nothing control. Or no, it's the controller said that he have nothing control. He's trying to control it. So yeah, the controller said he's trying to control something, but there is nothing to control. So yeah, that's the error. Don't worry, we will fix it later. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and of course I'll see you guys next time.